I made $387 trading today, and I'm gonna be giving you guys a breakdown on how I made this profit. Now, welcome guys to my YouTube channel. So this is Brissy the World Base. It's actually a new whip. Now let me show you guys how I actually made this money in profit. So firstly, you can see the first trade here was a break-even trade, which was on Monday. So I'll just give you guys this little sneak peek of the idea behind the trade, because I would need like a whole YouTube video. But if you guys want me to actually explain the video and my strategy in details, just see that in the comment section. I'll 100% do that for you. So let me go straight up to my chart right here, and you can see the first trade. Now the logic behind this, we are not just working with the lower time frame, because currently I'm on the 15 minutes time frame, but we are not just working with the 15 minutes time frame, or we are working with the daily, the weekly, until the 5 minutes and 1 minute. You understand? So the logic behind this was that I was expecting a bullish bearish movement here, because let me move down to the first time frame and show what I was looking at when I came straight up to the charts. So firstly, I turn off my session based indicator. Now this indicator shows me when it's London section and when it's New York section. So if you also want me to tell you, to give you an idea of how I got, or if you want to see my settings on the indicator, just also leave that in the comment section, and 100% I'm going to do that for you. Now this is what I was watching out when I came to sit down on the chart. Let me start off from the daily time frame. So in the daily time frame, we all could see that price was bullish at this point here. Price was bullish here, and then it was getting to a resistance. So yeah, I'm observing that it sells might start coming in. So I then went down to the lower time frame to watch out what was happening here. So I went down to the 4 hours time frame. Now in the 4 hours time frame, I can properly see that there's actually a zone at this point here that price reacted off of. So I'm gonna mark this zone here. So also, if you also want me to show you how I mark my zone properly, also hit that in the comment section. You can see the previous bearish or bullish candle before the major reaction, right? You can see a price tapped the zone, and also after price tapped the zone, so I could delete this also, my chart won't be full with lines, and then mark this out here. So after charts touched the zone, it created a new zone here. So that's where the reaction started off. So now if I go now, I'm logically, now we all know that this price is actually going to be giving us a bearish movement. But now where is the next zone which the bearish movement is going to stop? So now get this in mind. You would thinking like it is Monday, you understand? So this is just the data we have in mind, you understand? So with that information said, let me go straight up. Now this is the next zone here that we're actually watching out for price to pull back down to. Now, if you also want me to tell you how I get my zone, is the previous candle for the bullish movement. But if you want the video on that, I could also make it now. Straight up, this was my take profit. You could see, and now I move with that information, going down to the 15 minutes time frame, and then I turn on my section based indicator, which tell me when it's actually in London section or when it's actually in New York section. You could see how colorful and beautiful my chart is. Both Tokyo session and all is actually showing here. So you could see this here is actually London section. So now, okay, let me go back to on Monday. So this is the I'm actually talking about. So on Monday, I got my entry from a pre-London section in the 5 minutes time frame. Take note, I take my entry from the 5 minutes time frame. So this is the 15 minutes entry here. And if I go down to the 5 minutes, so this video is actually going in hell details for you all. So I guess I'll reduce the information so the video could be a little bit short. So yeah, so this is also the 5 minutes which I entered off. So you can see once I got my entry from here, price started selling. And then I closed out at break even because I noticed that the volume was not coming in. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna exit at break even. And this was the point I exited the trade. I could see I actually saved myself from a loss, and I exited at break even at 20 something dollars. Now moving on to the next day, we still have in mind that price is actually bearish, if you observe, because we've not still gotten to that demand zone I showed you guys. Now I also got then I waited for pre-London section. London section gave us, if you see here, London section set us up with this New York, but I was not active. I was active, but it was not too solid to me. So I waited for a proper entry here. So I waited for London to set me up on London, and then I got my entry here. This, so I'm supposed to make over 4 figures on this, but I did not want to over risk it. But this was actually a beautiful opportunity. I could see here I price got to my take profit zone. You're right, just as I expected, and then I made that profit on that day. Yeah. So with that being said, let's move on to, so now you could see price did not only react of it, but it broke the zone clearly. Now, since price showed us that it's still bearish, now let me also give you guys in details why I did not enter this trade on Wednesday. Now, moving on Wednesday, if I go down to the 4 hours time frame or even the 1 hour time frame, I notice that there's a lot of void for price to fill, because we are not just scalping, we are scalping being logical, because we've been day trading. We are a day trader before, you understand? So it's all good. Yeah, sorry for that shit. So yeah, so this was the whole void. I guess this is Wednesday. So this was how the chart was looking at, and I was like, yo, let me go down to the 1 hour so I could get a more details to you. So initially, what I was expecting, I was expecting zone price to come to this zone that was formed in Tokyo section to pull to this zone right here before we get the sell off, you understand? Because I don't just want to start selling from no resistance at all, you understand? So I was thinking price get to this zone before we get the bearish movement, but it did not. So since it did not get to the zone, I did not bother entering the trade. I could see that was how I missed out on a 1 to 2 position on this. Now moving on to Thursday, I got no setup. Now on Friday, which I also made profit, I made loss on my first position, and then I would recovered it in profit. Now let me show you guys. I was able to recover that loss and also make a little bit profit, about $3. Now let me show you guys. Now straight up, we all know that, okay, price is actually bearish. We thought I've explained in the video, price is actually bearish. So now, and this is the 5 minute zone. From on a normal, I prefer London setting up New York, but in this scenario, it's actually New York. London set up New York, but it was so far from my entrance. So I was like, let me get to the nearest zone, which I know is wrong, but I gotta do it, man. So yeah, this was the zone I was watching out from. So I was watching out from price to get to these zones formed in London. So these are formed in New York. So New York setting up New York. I got my entry there. It took me a sweet of like 5 minutes. My stop loss got smashed. So I then wait for my proper entry, because we've learned a lesson from that, man. So after that, I got in my first entry, my second entry, and then price got below the EMA. So this is part of my strategy. So once price break above the EMA, I'm exiting it, because I just need to go with the trend. The trend is your friend. So yeah, so price went above this EMA here. I waited for it to give me an engulfing. It did not, so I don't have to exit the trade. So that's how I made the profit. Now let me show you guys my MT5, so you all could see and testify that yeah, it's actually a live account. Like, so that's it, broski. So peace and love to you. If you watch this video to this extent, just know I love you. And also, I don't know, give you guys this story. You could see on my rigs, there's no watch in my rigs. I got a watch, bro. But it's a story for another day, yeah. It's a story for another day. I got a watch, bro. I sacrificed it, yeah. And I'm not gonna put a watch on my wrist. I'm not gonna put a watch or a fake watch on my wrist till I could be able to afford an original watch. No, I'm not gonna wear fake Rolex, fake G-Shock. Or G-Shock is actually not much, but any fake brand. So the only thing I'm gonna hit on this rigs is gonna be from the key doors. I'm gonna buy with my money, and it's actually gonna be original. It's not about the price, but it's about the quality. So yeah, peace and love to you, and love you guys. So also, yo, if you watch this video to this extent, bro, I definitely need to subscribe, man. I'm coming up, man. I'm not coming up, bro. I've been here, man. But this is the beginning. This is the beginning, bro. So like, hit the subscribe button here. And soon we might even go to Twitch, cause like, bro, this is what niggas do on Twitch. So like, we'll go to Twitch and start swimming out trading Twitch. So if you guys want me to be on Twitch, I need followers. I need fans, like not fans, but I need family. I need people to be on my side before I can move to Twitch. So if you watch this video to this extent, man, I love you all. I also love myself and also love God more. So peace and love to you all. Also hit the subscribe button, like this video and comment, man. We're new to this shit, so we don't really know how it actually works yet, but love you guys.